My name is Isabella Nichols. I'm 22, a professional surfer competing on the World Qualifying Series and just qualified for next year's World Tour. Morning! Here's some time, I'm cooking pancakes. Come on in. Just making myself a nice sustainable breakfast this morning. Have a big day ahead and want to be fueled and ready for my surfing, gym and mobility sessions. So yeah, need to fuel up and put good food in my body. Breakfast is served. Bon appetit.
How you going, guys? I'm Richo, I'm Bella's coach, and we're going to run through a few drills today that she's going to need to use when she's on the CT next year. A couple of pressure situations, a little bit of technique, and just some things that she'll need to improve. So what I was saying before, building up to your first wave of your CT career, sort of downplaying the moment.
Try and build up as much pressure, but trying to deal with it in the best way possible.
Yeah, just keeping your expectations at a level where they're achievable, and you don't put too much pressure on yourself. All right, all the noise is going to be there. We know that. We've got a bit of noise today, which is cool, and we're going to practice how it feels. Okay, so then it's just basically getting back to what you do really good. All right, and what's the things that have been working for you all this year. So what we're going to try and do today is a couple of different turns. We're going to work on your repertoire. Okay, so like bottom turn up to a snap. Okay, bottom turn into like a tight arc, like a slash. Okay, then you wrap. Okay, what do you think would be next?
Roundhouse cutback.
Yep,
Foam.
coming right off the foam. All right, so that would be, so you come off the bottom and you come right back off the foam. Yeah, and then up and floating. Okay, so we want to try and get a version of all these today where you tick the box.
Yep.
But having said that, how do we get those turns to come out easily out there?
Having cues.
Yeah, having some triggers.
Yep.
That'll help you with your technique through the turns.
Picking the right sections for the turns.
That's the most important one.
Can't do
So
a
what?
roundhouse on a steep section.
What's something that we've talked about at training on how to get the turns to come out? You know, like what do you listen to?
Positioning on the wave.
Yeah.
Where you took off.
Well, we can sum it up a lot quicker, I think.
Yep.
And that's just listening to Huey. Huey's going to tell you what turns to do. He's going to present the section and then you put the turn there. And we want the best version of these turns that you can do. So if Huey says, there's a lip there, then you should be snapping off him and hitting that lip hard. All right? If the wave's a bit fat and we need to get back to the pocket, you're either going to carve right back as best you can, or you're going to come right back and hit the foam. And you're not getting stuck in between each turn. You're pretty clear, right, this turn goes there. The thing that I'm really looking for is those triggers like I was talking about, where, you might get a bit lower on your bottom turn when you choose to do a snap, and we find that really enhances that maneuver. There's the trigger for that turn. So, now the pressure comes on. I want you're going to go out and you're allowed one wave.
Okay.
All right? And I want you to try and find a wave where you can, get a couple of these turns on it.
Yep.
All right?
On the one wave? Yeah.
On the one wave.
Section's cool.
Yeah? We want to set the level up reasonably high.
Why not?
Yeah? And put yourself in position to go through your plan. Yeah? I'm going to be nice with the time limit. Because there is a bit of a wait for your waves out there, but I do want you to start on a good size wave, good set. There's no point going out there and getting a little one. Yeah?
How long are you going to give me?
Well, give or take 10 minutes or so.
For one wave?
From the beach.
Yeah.
Okay? So, you know, looking at where you're at now, how do you feel about, give me a number between 1 and 10 on where you're at, about how you feel about going out and executing this straight away. Where are you at?
I reckon about 8.
So you're right up there?
Yeah, well 10 minutes is a long time.
Yeah.
But then again, there's a lot of people out there, so.
And how do you feel physically?
A little bit fatigued from training.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So you got to take...
It's a nice fatigue.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Warmed up? You feel like you feel ready to go, so run through your warm up.
Yeah.
And then when you're ready to go and take it on,
Yep.
grab your board, put your leggy on, go for it.
Sweet.
Okay? I'm not going to tell you where to sit. It's all up to you, yeah? And remember, there's rhythm, position, wave selection, and then let the surfing come out.
Perfect.
Okay?
Yep.
Get yourself ready. All right, Isabella, you know, you went out, you executed pretty good. How do you think you went?
I think I went okay, just for the fact that there weren't that many good waves coming through, and
Definitely took a little bit of time.
I think I might have been out of position a little bit, and
Maybe at the start, you made up for it, and I think you were there when a pretty good wave come.
yeah,
All right?
Yep.
So I was pretty happy with the level, particularly the turns. The snap turn was good, but I want to know, did you use one of our triggers for that particular manoeuvre?
Deeper bottom turn.
Well done. And you could really tell.
Yeah, I went super deep just so I could get a little bit more height.
Yep, both Kurt and I noticed that,
Yep.
and you could tell you made an effort.
Yep.
And then the turn that followed was nice and crispy. It worked perfectly. And that's what we want now. So every time you want to pick a snap, that's your trigger. Get deeper and lower on that bottom turn, come up at it.
So you've got more turning space, get more time to get higher and tighter.
For sure, that extension from coming low, and that extension just lifts you up the wave with more speed. So then you get more entry speed into the turn. And you must have felt when you whipped it around, it came through really nicely.
Yeah, for sure.
So I was very happy, okay? Right, so what we're gonna do now is go out, get a few more waves, see if we can get a few different turns happening. So take off on a few different types of waves, you know, don't necessarily have to get the best wave and wait for it. You know, get some waves where you would be pretending you're under priority, okay? And that might be the nice wrap and the nice cutties and stuff.
Perfect.
And then when you feel like you're in rhythm or it's your turn, get one of those sets and then use that trigger again, okay? Well done.
Thank you.
Let's go. All right, so you know that was really good what you did out there today, particularly when we got the snap happening and you were using the trigger and getting low on the bottom turn. You know, I think that really set the top turn off. It made it look more sparky, crisp. It was everything that we wanted. So I think that is a real success. So whenever you're going to choose that manoeuvre, I feel like that's something that you need to incorporate into it. Get low, so then you get high and then you whip it around.
Yeah.
Okay, you still got to use the technique through the manoeuvre, but it's important that we found that trigger that as soon as you do that, that the manoeuvre's better. Does that make sense?
Makes sense.
Well done.
Thank you. We just finished up surf training just now with Richo, and now we're on our way to the HPC to do some gym training with Joe.